can't believe it's almost Christmas. It's 4 days until Christmas. Ooh, let's get to work. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is ZaraTrixie. I'm so excited for this video. Oh, this one fell over. Today we are doing sort of part 2 to the Christmas on a budget thing I'm doing. We're gonna be wrapping Christmas gifts. And once again, the sidekick, Billy Brown Bear in the background. He has his own Instagram. He's a travel influencer, sort of something. Go and follow him. It's a very fun Instagram channel. Now, for this video, I will not be talking so much about the wrapping techniques themselves, because frankly, I'm not so good at them. Some people have amazing skills when it comes to wrapping gifts, like the wrapping technique. I'm not one of those. However, I'm very much interested in decorating my Christmas gifts, making them a little bit extra, especially like maybe you are one of those who are not able to give your friends and family the most expensive gifts, so you want to make sure that there is a lot of heart in it. And I think if you decorate the gifts, that can show that you really care about the person. So that's pretty much a concept today. I will be using once again a lot of my craft items that I already have. Once again, I have not gone out to buy anything from a store for this Christmas. Obviously, I have some wrapping paper leftovers that I've collected throughout the years and so on, but I will also be showing you how you can wrap with a little bit more unconventional materials, which totally makes sense to use. And hopefully you get inspired and get some ideas of your own, what you can do and evolve with my ideas that I present to you. However, I want to start off with a few things that are good to have when you start, depending on what you will do. But I will say get a pencil if you need to mark out things, if you want to create certain patterns. Scissor, obviously, that's something you always need for wrapping gifts. Some sort of tape. I will also be using glue. You can pretty much take anything that's long that can help you create straight lines. I also have this tool that you use to fold papers and stuff to get a really crisp edge. Okay, some of the materials, I talked a little bit about it in the last video, but go out in the nature. You can find great materials out in the nature. I went out this morning and picked some branches that have been falling to the ground. My suggestion would be, like, you have time now, it's only the 20th, so if you go out straight after this video, pick some branches, pine cones, I learned that now. Go and pick that so you can 24 hours after that use them. I have some of these things that I purchased many years ago and I've used. We'll see what I get to use that. Regular ribbons and papers and colored pencils. I'm gonna stop talking and get crafting. Let's go! So in this video I will be wrapping both fake presents like this one, but also some actual presents that I'm giving away this Christmas. Hi, Sarah from the future here. I will only be wrapping my mother's Christmas gifts, so a little bit of a change of plan as I went along. Så mamma, du får inte kolla på den här videon för annars blir det en tråkig julafton för dig. That was all. Bye! Alright, just making that very clear. But we're starting with a fake gift. It has a pretty good shape. It's almost like a box. I'm gonna start off with some unconventional material. This right here is paper that came with a order. In the package, they had wrapped the things with this paper. It's just like brown paper. This is the most perfect thing ever to use, the most budget-friendly way to get decent paper. Every time you get something like this, I save it. As you can see, it's already all wrinkled up. There is no way you will get this smooth. So what I will do is this. I try to wrinkle it even more to create even more wrinkles. They are already there, so let's use it. Just a tip, I will make sure that the last piece goes towards that, so you create a nice front. We have the first box ready. Now I think with this one I'm actually gonna start by using some forest material. Now what I would do is sort of create my palette. I'm thinking I got these pins as well, and I'm gonna start actually and draw something. I don't know exactly what, but let's just go for it. I just created a very simple pattern with some leaves and red berries. Now I'm gonna just take these branches and we just tie this together. So you can definitely leave it just like this, or obviously you will have to add a little note where you can write Merry Christmas and all of that. I have these super cute ones that you super easily can make yourself. You just take any paper really and just cut it in this shape, and if you have one of those machines that can punch holes in it, do that, or just use your scissor or whatever, you know. Easily add this either by just hanging it maybe on one of the branches, or you can add it within the tie with a knot like that. I would have even maybe gone with a double one, so you can have one on this one if you have any like cute stickers with figurines on them or something, or you can draw by yourself, and then you have the Merry Christmas note. I think that can be super cute. Let's move on to the next one, and this one is a real gift that I'm giving, and it's for my mother. So mamma, nu får du inte titta. To my mother, I'm gonna give this book. It's a recipe book. For this one, I think I'm also gonna be painting. So one tip I have, when you have a person that you don't want to have color dripping through, if you don't trust the paper, I would suggest you get some sort of plastic wrap that you can wrap the gift in. So just like that, a protecting cover for it. Let's wrap this with something cute. Once again, I have wrapping paper, but this was from a shop when I bought something in a shop, and they wrapped the glass jar in this. As with the last one, I'm just gonna crunch it together a little bit. So since they are already crunched, let's go for it. It is a little bit see-through, but I think it will be fine once we get all the details on. Now that we have wrapped this one, I'm gonna show you an amazing trick. I'm gonna take one of these plastic bags again, so you can keep it flat. If you have watercolors, you don't need to do this step. You can paint straightly on. But if you're like me, you don't have that at home. Maybe you have some sort of pencils that you can use. I have my bullet journal pencils. This is the Tombow ABT dual brush pen. I've just placed this over the package just to have a sense of size, really. So what I want to do is create sort of a pattern that goes across. So if I wanted to go across this direction, I need to do it that direction. I'm not gonna think too much. I'm thinking we will need mostly red, and then I'm gonna go in with some pinks, this color, and if they blend, it's fine. Some water on my fingers, just drip it around a little bit, making sure we have some splatters. Go a little bit over it with my finger. You flip it, and depending on how you stroke it, it will create different patterns. I'm thinking I'm gonna go just a little bit back and forward. I love this. So I'm just adding a little bit of red in here. This is contemporary art. I'm gonna do actually some more decorations on this. I'm just gonna let this dry a little bit and then continue with it. Now, if you watch my latest video, you remember me using these flowers for the Christmas ornaments. I'm gonna use them here as well. So I'm just gonna attach some of these flowers on this pattern a little bit everywhere, and I'll be back when I'm done that. Now I have attached all the flowers I want, and I also attached a few different rhinestones that I had laying around. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna once again use the thin, there it is, to just create a little bit of a wraparound like that. I think this is super cute. I'm gonna do one more detail. I'm gonna use these letters that I have and do the Christmas greeting, and when I've done that, I will show you the final results. It is done. I love this. I think it was so cute. Oh gosh, this took so much time. This little text here, ooh, I hope Mama will like it. The next package I have is also for my mother. Scented candles from Yankee Candles. So I'm just gonna wrap this up in some of this paper that I got with it. This will be on the inside. This will not be the wrapping paper itself. So I'll get back once I've done like the base wrapping paper process. Now I have a plan. Flatten it out. And now I'm gonna bring out some of my stamps. Stamp this everywhere, see what happens. with all this, like obviously you can go and just paint a pattern yourself. I have already done a little bit of painting on one package. I don't want to do the same thing over and over. I want to try and show you a few different ways, and then you just do how you want to do it. Before I can carry on with this one, I just need to lay it to dry somewhere. Just moving everything. We're moving on to the next one. I'll be back to the other one once that has dried. The next one, I was thinking of showing you a way, like what you can do if you really have no paper, but maybe you got some of these interesting bags. So usually you maybe get this for free. I think I got this when I was at a carnival way back. It was before Corona. So we're gonna use this as a wrapping paper. First you just need to cut it open. So then you end up with something looking like this. So I just opened up everything and I got rid of the ribbons, and now I just wrap it. So there we have the package. Now, one thing, just a tip when you are working with this, for this one you don't obviously want any folds and creased paper and all that, but it's hard to get rid of them completely. My tip then would be to focus on getting the front surface flat. I just had to have one crease somewhere, and then I choose to place it on the side. So this would obviously, like, the colors go together so well. I could easily use this band again if I want to switch things up a little bit, or just, you know, keep it simple. But I want to go a little bit extra with this one. Last video I used this molds, knäckeformar, to create a Christmas ornament. Now I'm gonna use this to decorate this piece. I just separate these and I glue them on using any glue you want to use. So when I've done that, I'll be back and show you the final results. This is the final look of this package. What did I do? I placed this bunch over here, a bunch up here, and I also added some glitter in the middle, and I also added this red ribbon that I just tied together. And this thing right here, I don't even remember when I got this. I've had it for so long. It's some decoration that maybe was on a package, it might have been on a box, I don't even remember, because I've had it for so long. Saved it, and I'm like, it's so pretty, someday I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use this at some point for my packaging, but I just want to show you this is how it turned out. And also I did a little bit of more work off camera. I took this piece and I cut it. It's still not completely dry. I think it needs quite some time in order to dry completely, but you can see what I've done. I just cut a strip and I attached it to the packages, and I'm gonna keep it pretty much like this. I'm gonna have a ribbon on it as well. So, but this is how it looks right now. I think this is turning out really cute, and I also prepared some branches, and also I did a little bit of a Christmas card to go with it, and I filled out empty spaces with just some a golden pen that I have to add some extra details. I'm thinking like now I want to actually have a white ribbon for this package. I take a piece of this and I'm gonna cut just down the middle, and then just separate this into two halves. If we're lucky, it will go well. It's kind of going well. They never turn out completely even. Stick these two together. So just like that, so it's sort of like its own little bouquet. I just remember I forgot to close my window, so I'm sorry for all the traffic. I will close it when I'm done with this package. I don't know what, I'm tempted to use some of these. I want to do something more. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a decoration using these flowers. You can do paper flowers, you can cut flowers yourself or anything. And it's a wrap. This is the look of the final Christmas present. I think this might be my favorite. I am kind of happy with this. Like I wish I maybe would have like pushed things up here a little bit, so it would have been a little bit more a flow going this way. So I attached these flowers and stuff, and I added some glitter and some sparkles. You know me, I like that. I attached this here, and it's not really attached. I just pull it on the string, and then I also curled the strings a little bit for that extra detail, and I kept the small ones because they are cute. I'm gonna lay it underneath the Christmas tree until it's Christmas time, and it's about time to open all these presents. I still have so many presents to wrap, but I think I will have to do that some other time, but I hope that this gave you some inspiration to what you can do, especially sort of on a budget. Like you can reuse stuff, you can use regular paper and do your own print and use that as a wrapping paper. Like nothing is stopping you. You know, you take all these ideas and you run with them in your own way. I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, and take care of yourself and those you love, and I'll see you again after Christmas. Merry Christmas!